the Polish soldiers who operate K2 are very much satisfied. First of all, the maneuverability of K2 is excellent, and it was proven during the Dragon 24 exercise in last March. And K2 showed really excellent mobility during the exercise. And secondly, K2 is very accurate, the fire. So with the 120 millimeter 55 caliber main gun, K2 is one of the most accurate MBTs in the world.
Juliusz Sabak, witam Państwa w programie Garda, a moim gościem jest dzisiaj wiceprezes Hyundai Rotem do spraw projektów zbrojeniowych, generał Ae-Seung Lee. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So we should start from the most or the best known project which you have with Poland. So K2 tank. What is the situation now in this program?
Okay, as you know, Hyundai Rotem is delivering the first batch of K2 tank, which is 180 K2 to Polish military. And so far, we have delivered more than 40. And until next year, all of them will be delivered. And we are now working together with PGZ Group for the K2PL, Polish version of K2 cooperation.
Mm-hmm. Can you say a little about the differences between the standard K2, which is, understand, more or less like a typical Korean version, and the K2PL? What most visible differences we will see between those tanks?
Okay, the purpose of K2PL cooperation is to establish the production capability and also MRO capability of K2 main battle tank in Poland by the Polish industry. So the K2PL program is composed of 820 K2 MBTs, which will be Polish version upgraded from the current K2. So the 180 K2 we are delivering now is the current version, almost the same with the one we provide to Korean military. And the K2PL will be equipped with more advanced systems, including hard kill, active protection system, anti-drone system, and advanced armor, and also advanced digital systems. So for this, we will cooperate together with the PGZ Group and Polish industry.
So as I understand, now are more or less final talks with the PGZ and the Polish government, the MOD, about the K2. On one side, what will be the final configuration. On the other hand, how to do it, and as I understand, where to do it, because there were some information or mixed information about where it will be placed, this production, and also this services, because for less learned in a military and industry communication, we should say that MRO is a maintenance and all services related with the, in fact, working tank for a long years.
Yes.
So, can you say a little about the concept, where it should be or it will be made, and how it is related with this MRO and service support capability? Because as I understand that production will help because we will have more knowledge how it's made, and also more parts will be made, maybe even in Poland.
Yes. So most of all, we have to ensure that we will provide the main battle tank, which Polish army requires. It means fulfilling the requirements by Polish army. That is first issue. And the timing is important. So we have to be ready to provide the MBTs on time. So, so far the negotiation and contract has been delayed. We expect that we will have faster cooperation from now. And secondly, it is important to establish the capability in Poland of the Polish industry. So first, we will produce the main battle tank in Poland together, and Hyundai Rotem will support the Polish industry. First, providing our know-hows and also providing our technologies. Technology will cover the production and key components such as main gun and the suspension and also auto-loading system. And also technology will cover the MRO. It is extremely important to operate and maintain the main battle tank in the best condition. So in Korea, Korea Army is operating more than 2,000 main battle tanks, and among them, about 1,700 have been produced and delivered by Hyundai Rotem, which include K1, which is more than 30 years old, and the newest one is the Korean indigenous K2 MBT. So altogether, about 1,700. And because we are confronting North Korea, we have to be ready for fight tonight. So the availability rate of the weapon system is critical in Korea. So we have worked very hard for this with the Korean military, and the overall availability rate of the 1,700, not only K2, but all the K-series MBTs, is about 90%. So in Poland, we are working even harder. So among the about 40 K2 in Poland being operated by Polish military, the availability rate is above 90%. Never been lower than 90% so far. And we will work hard, very hard for this to make sure that K2 MBTs are always ready for operation. And the MRO capability is crucial for this. So we are cooperating with the Polish Army for this now. And we are going to work together with the Polish industry for the depot maintenance. That is called Level 4. And Hyundai Rotem will support Polish industry for this.
Mm-hmm. Can you say a little what means Level 4? Because some of our viewers, don't know the nomenclature. So what is the Level 4?
Okay, Level 4 is kind of disassemble everything of the weapon system, mm-hmm. and replace the old parts with the new ones, and check everything and make it like almost new one. Simply speaking, that's the concept of depot maintenance.
Yeah.
So we usually do this about 10 years, with the interval of 10 years, or with some degree of usage of the weapon system.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It always depends. It's a question of time or how intensive was a use. So, as I understand, the Level 4 is very close to, in fact, to the production of the whole tank. That's why it's so related in your offer.
Yes, because nowadays weapon system is very costly. So it's better to maintain the performance perfect and extend the life cycle of the weapon system. So when I go to the factory in Korea, they always do the depot maintenance of the more than 30 years old K1 MBT. And when I see the depot maintenance K1 MBT, they look brand new. I'm always impressed for that. And lots of engineers are making their best efforts for this.
Yeah, I can understand when you are, in fact, in a constant state of war or risk of war. It's crucial for people who understand it to work as hard as it's possible to, as you said, make it the use of the weapon the most capable and all things working on a very high level. So when we're talking about the performance, do you have any feedback from the users? Because, as you said, it's 40 tanks in use in the Polish units.
Yes.
They were making a lot of trainings, firings. They, I think, drove a few kilometers from the not the best terrain. So, what they say about K2 tanks?
We are pleased that the Polish soldiers who operate K2 are very much satisfied. First of all, the maneuverability of K2 is excellent, and it was proven during the Dragon 24 exercise in last March. And K2 showed really excellent mobility during the exercise. And secondly, K2 is very accurate, the fire. So with the 120 millimeter 55 caliber main gun, K2 is one of the most accurate MBTs in the world. So during the exercise, they fired 4-kilometer targets, and K2 hit the targets accurately, I heard. And the third element is that K2 is the real digital main battle tank. So for the young generations now, they are very familiar with the computer games. K2 is really easy to operate, very simple. So very positive feedback. Yes.
Yeah, when we're talking about the precision of the fire of main gun, you also should say to the viewers that it also had very good precision on the move, because it's one of the I think the most interesting and crucial things which goes with the K2. It's very precise in a move, so you don't have to stop and be better target for the enemy.
Because we have to stabilize the mobility as much as possible. And for that, Hyundai Rotem has developed our own suspension system, which is called in-arm suspension unit, which is much superior to the traditional torsion bar system. So if we see the comparison video clips, it is clear that in-arm suspension unit provides much better stability during the maneuver, especially on the rough terrain. It means during the maneuvering on the rough terrain, K2 has much higher accuracy for fire. It means, we can hit the target faster and more accurately. And this is crucial for the main battle tank battle.
Yes, and when I was, I've seen the K2 tanks, I also saw that you can use the suspension to change position, so you can direct the upper, you can direct forward part of the tank up or stabilize it when it's standing on a slope. So it's also very useful, I think, and gives some advantage over enemy. As you said, it's a digital tank, so it's good with the hitting targets when it moves, and of course when the target moves.
Yes, because each wheel has its own suspension. That's why we can adjust the posture, up and down, left to right, front or rear. We can operate very different modes. So we can make maximum use of the terrain, firing from up to down or the other way, anyway. And another important factor for accuracy is the fire control system. And the K2's digital systems are the world best one, we are sure. That's another reason.
Yeah, I understand this from your point of view. Of course, you have also some practice, and when we talk about the Korean K2, they had to change to test with the American Abrams, and on a test in Europe also with the Leopard tanks and other platforms. So you have a lot of information how on which areas the K2 is superior to other platforms, but we also should move to other platform, and I want to ask you about the offer to make with Poland new wheeled vehicle, armored vehicle, which in Polish army maybe in the future replace very good KTO Rosomak. So in Polish it's NKTO. In Korea, I know it's a program called K808.
Okay, one unique advantage of Hyundai Rotem is that Hyundai Rotem is a part of Hyundai Motor Group, which is one of the world top 3 motor groups. And there are 19 R&D centers in the group. And the most famous one is located in Namyang, where about 15,000 professionals are working only for the future technologies, such as artificial intelligence, energy, mobility, autonomous driving, robots, and smart city. So, as a member of the group, Hyundai Rotem has the access to the future technology of the group. And we apply these most advanced technologies to our ground weapon systems, including metal tank and wheeled armor vehicle. We call it KTO. So current one, Hyundai Rotem is the official provider of wheeled armor vehicle, KTO, for the Korea Army. So the current one is called K808, which is 8x8 wheeled armor vehicle. And this is about 20 tons. And the current trend in the world is to develop the better KTO with the bigger and heavier version. So recently, Hyundai Rotem developed a 35-ton new KTO, which is equipped with much better specifications. For example, from 420 horsepower engine to 700 horsepower, and much stronger armor protection, and also with the newest system, such as APS and anti-drone system, and RCWS. So Hyundai Rotem hopes to work together with Polish industry and develop the Polish indigenous KTO together and produce and export them together, which will be the world's best one. And Hyundai Rotem is also developing the next version already, which will be equipped with the hydrogen power pack. So working with Hyundai Rotem, we are sure that Polish industry will be able to produce the world's best KTO and also the next generation KTO together, and then become the world champion together.
Yes. It sounds very promising.
Yes.
When you say it. And in what stage now is that new wheeled vehicle? Is it project, is a design, or is a real life prototype? Okay,
currently we are providing a 20-ton level K808 to Korean military. And Korean military is transforming under the program called Army Tiger 4.0. So altogether, Korea Army will need about 3,000 KTOs. So the next choice will be bigger one. That's why we developed the bigger one already. It is prototype yet. So we hope that we will provide the new version to Korea Army also. And if we develop the Polish indigenous KTO together, then we believe, we expect the Korean military will take this too in the Korean military. It means same platform in Korea and in Poland, so we can support each other during peacetime and during wartime, anytime. Yes.
Yes. And I see that that's a similar concept like with the K2, that we both will be using.
Yes, right.
More or less similar platform with some modifications related with the needs of certain armed forces, but a lot of parts, a lot of systems will be the same. And as you said, in a time of crisis, you can support us or we can support you. So it's interesting concept. Someone said that our situation is very similar, but because you have enemy on the north, we have enemy on the east, and the situation is very very similar, also on a level of risk. So I think it's interesting. It's also interesting to use some of your practice in servicing, maintaining systems for a long time with a high level of risk or high level of capabilities and in fact training and be ready in every moment, every time. So I think it can be useful, but as you said, it's a part of the whole system. And I saw when I was in Korea also other parts of the system for now and for the future, like the unmanned ground vehicles. They were tested even as I seen, the similar platform was used for a military test, but also you are working on a more civilian version for the transportation. So, as you said, this commonality between motor part of the group and the defense part of the group is very close. Can you say a little about this platform?
Yes, we expect that the role of unmanned ground vehicle, UGV, will be very significant in the future. Mm-hmm. So using an unmanned system, we can maximize the efficiency and effectiveness and also minimize the casualties. And unmanned ground vehicle, Hyundai Rotem has developed since 2005 with Hyundai Motor Group and Hyundai Motor Company. And we have secured all the key technologies for unmanned ground vehicle. And we have developed a 2-ton unmanned ground vehicle called HR Sherpa. And this is not big one, but this is equipped with the core technologies. So it is simple to make it bigger and increase the capability. So most important is the core technology. So the 2-ton Sherpa has been operated by Korea military for the last 3 years, testing and improving the performance. And it is pretty much satisfactory. And we can use this for multi-purpose, such as combat and combat support, and surveillance, reconnaissance, medical evacuation, and materials transportation, and others. So we also hope that we will develop the Polish indigenous unmanned ground vehicle together, and then produce and export it together. That's what we hope. Mm-hmm. And as you said, Poland and Korea has lots of common factors, and we believe Poland is our strategic partner, especially for the peacekeeping purpose. And we believe UGV, KTO, and main battle tank, these will be very successful with Hyundai Rotem, and Hyundai Rotem will do its best the support.
As I understand, and as I see, you making Poland your base when you're thinking about Europe. You have an office here, and as you said, you are thinking about the deep cooperation. But I want to ask a little more about the UAVs, because it's very interesting. The UGVs. The UAVs are still more popular, but I think we should think about the ground vehicles more often, because, as you said, it's a technology which is very useful. I understand that the Sherpa is a vehicle used mostly for the support of infantry. So you are thinking about a bigger version to cooperate with the armored vehicle?
Sure. As the core technology is common, same, Hyundai Rotem is also working on the unmanned system of main battle tank and also KTO. So having the capability, technology, we can apply this technology to other platforms. So this is real start of the unmanned systems. And UAV is operated in the air, and UGV is operated on the ground. And on the ground, we have lots of obstacles. So actually, technologically, much more complicated and more difficult on the ground.
Yes, I think that's why the UAVs are now very popular, but unmanned ground vehicles are also grabbing their ground because technologies are more advanced, and as you said, you have 3 years of tests in Korean Army, the real platform in the more or less realistic situations. As I understand from what you said, you're also thinking about applying those, as you said, core technologies to bigger vehicles to make it like a optional drive or optional operated.
Yes, optional and unmanned, and also manned and unmanned teaming. Anything is possible. And the UGV of Hyundai Rotem also has been tested by the Presidential Security Service. So not only for military purpose, we can use this for civilian purpose too. And Hyundai Rotem also has developed the military and civilian common purpose platform, about 5 tons. And we can use this for transportation in the harbor area, for example. So
it will, in fact, when we think about this kind of platform, it will be, I was thinking, a lot cheaper than something designed only for military use, because of the cost of production of a unit. When something is very popular, of course, the price is dropping.
Yes, and I heard that the border situation near Belarus is very tough. And for these circumstances, we also use the UGV for the surveillance and also for not lethal purpose to control the illegal immigrants or any conflict. So this way, we can minimize any troubles, casualties, and we can minimize the fatigue of the soldiers, increasing the effectiveness.
Yes, and you also have a lot of practice with you can say, hot border with the neighbor. So I understand that there is a lot of information about this kind of operations. You can also transform to what will be useful for Polish armed forces. So I think it's interesting to think about as you said, UGV platforms are like something very supportive and inclusive in operation of any kind of force in any kind of situation. And I see we are seeing it like a future, but in fact it's a present time. So
that's right.
So we will see what the future goes. But sadly, future means time, and our time is running out.
Yes.
It was a very interesting conversation, and I thank you very much for it and for your visit here in our studio.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And also chciałbym Państwu podziękować za uwagę, za wysłuchanie tej rozmowy, mam nadzieję bardzo interesującej. No i zapraszam na kolejne programy Garda, jak również do korzystania z portalu obronnego. Do widzenia.